As we get older, it can be harder to get around. You certainly don't want to be dealing with stairs after a certain age. But even if you're still a whippersnapper, pay attention. Pay attention to this interview. Grab your phone, scan the QR code. I'm going to tell you a story about affordable ways to make for a home sweet home into your golden years, or for your parents and grandparents' golden years, thanks to bestreviews.com. Joining me right now to talk about those hacks, Jacob Palmer, Senior Director of Content Operations with Best Reviews. Jacob, good to see you as always. The AARP says that nearly all adults age 65 and older, they want to stay at home. They do not want to be in a facility. They want to be self-sufficient, not needing any outside support. But what are some smart devices that help older Americans stay in their houses?
Yeah, and first of all, thanks for having me. This is a really important topic because, like you said, it affects so many different people. And when people think about aging in place, I think too often they're thinking about super expensive changes that range all the way up to buying a new house that's a little bit easier to navigate, when that isn't totally necessary. Like you mentioned, you can add some smart devices that will help you age in place, which means staying in your home. First, consider getting a robot vacuum to avoid having to use a heavier
I have one of those. Does that mean I'm geriatric?
It doesn't. It means that you're being smarter in terms of how you're using items around your house. I mean, the other things that we like to recommend too aren't as widely adopted already. Like there's some smart home automation features installed to allow voice commands for operating lighting. And there's a simple act of just not having to reach under a lampshade to turn on and off those lights that can lead to potential muscle strain. You know, the other things that we like here are the video doorbell, and then there's other small structural changes you can make as well.
So for the video doorbell, it's funny because I was talking to a friend and she wanted to make sure that that was installed so that she could watch to see if their parents were mowing the lawn or shoveling snow. And that if something were to happen to them, like they fall in and they can't get up, that the doorbell would capture it. So that's as much a gift for the older aging parent or grandparent as it is for the family member.
Well, you bring up a really interesting point, because in our research, as we look into this, what we're seeing is so many people, it's not just the person who wants to age in place that's advocating for these changes. A lot of the times it's the child generation of those people that are doing this because they want their parents to be comfortable at home. They want them to age gracefully, and they don't want to have to feel like they're forcing somebody into an assisted living facility or anything like that. So what you're saying is actually quite common, and we're seeing a lot of people want to be able to invest in that and make sure that people are aging comfortably with full dignity.
Well, I am reminding people that that QR code is still on your screen. It's not going to stay there forever, so you want to scan it, go to Best Reviews. But thank you so much, Jacob. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.